his 5 most recent opponents. He doesn't necessarily have to knock Dirrell out, but he needs to apply constant pressure.
Andre Dirrell risks his perfect record against Tony Hanshaw. Super middleweight showdown of enormous importance for both. Back to ring announcer Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Chumash Casino Resort here in Santa Ynez, California, for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Gary Shaw Productions and Showtime. At this time, we introduce to you our judges scoring this bout from ringside: Marty Denkin, Dr. James Jenkin, and Jack Reese. Introducing our third man to the ring, our referee in charge of this bout, Pat Russell. All right, fans, here we go with our main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing in a super middleweight special attraction. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Santa Ynez, California, it's showtime! Introducing to you first on my right, he is fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks with black and white trim. He weighed in at 169 pounds. With a fine record of 21 wins, only 1 defeat and 1 draw, he has 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the Showbox Super Middleweight Tournament finalist from Massillon, Ohio, introducing Anthony the Tiger Hanshaw. And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks with green trim. He weighed in at 168 1/4 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 14 wins, no losses, 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2004 Olympic bronze medalist from Flint, Michigan, introducing Andre the Matrix Dirrell. Once again, a referee in charge, Pat Russell, now to give instructions. 10 rounds of action scheduled.
Let's go, Andre. Anthony. All right, there's the line right there. There's the line right there. It's 10 rounds. Touch them up. Good luck. Come out at the belt.
Dirrell with a 5-inch reach advantage. You know, he switches from lefty to righty. I'll be very curious to see which side he's more effective.
Mouthpiece, Anthony. Mouthpiece, Andre.
Here in California, no 3 knockdown, no standing 8. You can be saved by the bell in the last round only here in California. Referee or doctor can stop the fight. Referee, familiar face to us, the Pat Russell. What a job he did in Vasquez Marquez 3. Man, that was just I just couldn't believe it, sitting in the 3rd row for that fight March 1st here on Showtime. Oh, here they go. And Hanshaw already has Dirrell down.
No knockdown. Come here. Come here. No knockdown.
No knockdown. Wow. Boy, it looked like Hanshaw just flying all over Dirrell. Dirrell's not going to be able to run here. Hanshaw said, I love this small ring. Dirrell said, hey, I know Tony's coming, but he's too slow-footed and his hands aren't fast enough. Man, Hanshaw defied all of that in the first 5 seconds.
And as great a job as we said Pat Russell did with Marquez Vasquez, I think that was a knockdown.
I did too.
His knee touched the ground.
It happened right in front of us, so Dirrell is under siege here, and his face shows it, Steve.
All right, free up those hands. Free them up. Stop.
Steve, you hit on a very good point. Leon Lawson, the grandfather of Andre Dirrell. I want to see what he tells his grandson after the first round.
That's a very shaky start. Andre Dirrell needed to ease into this fight. Credit Hanshaw for being smart enough to know that if he mugged Dirrell from the start, that would take Dirrell out of whatever game plan he had.
It's got Dirrell fighting orthodox. You know, Tony said when he switches on me, I'm going to catch him with the right hand on that switch.
Don't punch. Right.
Dirrell loves to fight southpaw mostly. He's a natural southpaw, but now he's going right-handed. And Hanshaw looks too strong for him right here. Got him in the corner.
Whoa, let him out. Let him out. Watch your heads. Watch your heads, fellas, inside.
Steve, the knock on Hanshaw to me, he didn't have threatening power. He doesn't have damaging power. He's got Dirrell trying to create some space that doesn't seem to be there. So he is trying to violate Dirrell's space and let him fight at the pace he wants, which is a suffocating one. Here comes Dirrell's hand speed.
Yeah, it seems to me the only thing Dirrell can do right now is somehow land a shot to get some respect. Hanshaw, good chin. Only time he's been down was against Roy Jones.
And that's the way he went out against Jones. Just absolutely unintimidated. He just went after him, back Jones in a corner. But Jones so much more experienced than Dirrell was able to pick his shots and then let his hands go. A totally different fight here, but one that both men need. There's Dirrell sticking the jab to the body. Dirrell watching. He sees really well. Look at his eyes. He's trying to read off of Hanshaw. Hanshaw walks in, not behind the jab, trying to unload that right hand.
All right, hang on. Stop punching. Don't punch. Stop.
Right. Hanshaw's a left hook, right hand. Left hook, right hand, Steve.
And Hanshaw is a very good left hooker.
There goes Dirrell. Boy, I thought he was getting unnerved there earlier, but he's dialing his way into the fight, boxing a little bit. Big overhand right from Anthony Hanshaw before the bell. That's a slip.
No. You okay?
Definite slip. We don't see any water in the corner. Let's listen in. Andre Dirrell and his grandfather trainer.
Andre, you got to pop them jabs. Yes, you pop them jabs. Let your crosses go. Water. Give me water. Water. Let your crosses go. Take a deep breath.
Pop them jabs.
Keep them jabs.
Round one was 10 seconds old when Dirrell got trapped in the corner. Hanshaw, big left hook, another left hook, and a right hand. That's a knockdown. Absolutely. Now, he did push down on Dirrell's shoulder and neck, but I believe that Dirrell was already down. Take another look from the high angle. Watch the right hand.
Dirrell bounces off the
right
ropes
there
and goes down. It's clear to me, Steve.
Yeah, it's a knockdown despite the fact that Hanshaw was pushing down and helped Dirrell down a little bit there.
Well, big for Hanshaw. It was at least a 10-9 round, a 10-8 round unofficially, but officially it's going to go as a 10-9 with Tony Hanshaw. Now we see Dirrell coming out southpaw. I want him to get on that jab, get on the jab. I think it's a great idea to go southpaw against Hanshaw. Hanshaw has not been jabbing much anyway, so maybe it won't be a big factor. Oh, just moving back, and Pat Russell says no knockdown again.
I agree with no knockdown, but it was interesting what Hanshaw did, getting in Dirrell's face there. A little psychological battle going on.
Boy, he's violating his space. No doubt. Violating his space, and it really is unnerving Andre Dirrell. He doesn't have any room to operate. We saw him run and hide a lot against Curtis Stevens. Now there's nowhere to run, and he's been forced to slug. He's got to stand and trade a little better, use this ring. He's not able to control the pace of this fight because Hanshaw's really pressing the action beautifully. Walking, try to close off the ring. Now Hanshaw comes up punching. Dirrell's fast hands coming to play, though.
Watch your heads. Step back.
It's a good fight.
And in watching Dirrell try to hurt Hanshaw with some power shots, you say, is Dirrell a puncher? Well, that's a hard question to answer because with the exception of Curtis Stevens, whom he ran against, he really hasn't fought anybody where you can say, hey, he's obviously a puncher.
He let his hands go there. That really did. Nice counter.
You don't need me. Free him up.
He knows how to sit down on his shots. He turns his shots over. Whether he has natural
Let his head out.
power, one punch power, that's another question, but he sure has hand speed. This is an 18-foot ring, and boy, it looks like about 10 feet now by Dirrell, doesn't it? Andre Dirrell in the corner again, a place he doesn't want to be. There, Hanshaw trying to trap him, trying to line him up, chasing him around. Dirrell trying to back up, create a little space, and unload that counter right hand. There's that triple jab. Beautiful as Dirrell goes to the body. He does that very well with that left jab. Now it's Hanshaw walking, following a little. He's short with one of those occasional jabs, but Dirrell switching up nicely. Now he is left-handed, right-handed, orthodox. He's very effective from both sides, Steve, as an excellent boxer.
Well, I might question Dirrell's punching power, but I'll never question his hand speed. He has exceptional hand speed. When he jabs, though, a lot of times now, he's jabbing, and you saw it just there. He's jabbing and jumping back. I talked at the break in between fights about intent.
Straight left hand from Dirrell, who now goes orthodox. And, you know, Hanshaw's got to catch him on those switches.
Bring him up, Anthony.
With the right hand.
Bring up those hands. Let him go. Stop. Break. Take a step back. Listen
Much
to the
closer
bell.
around, Nick.
Yeah. Dirrell flashing real boxing ability. Hanshaw back to his corner first.
Oh, stand up, baby. Listen to me. Now, look, you lost that round. And you know why you lost that round? You know why you lost that round? Because you had too much distance between you. You let him get on the outside with a couple bullshit punches.